Things is getting really crazy, guys. Breaking news. Tasha K pretty much begs on GoFundMe for 3.5 million. We got to talk about this one, man. I mean, like, okay. So she put out information about Cardi B, crossed the line, loses her case. She has to pay 3.5 million and must pay Cardi $20,000 a month. She made all this money on YouTube, but don't have it to pay Cardi, but she want you to pay it. Y'all think this is a joke, right? No, this is not a joke, fam. Tasha K begs for $3.5 million. And she want the public. This is some bullshit. I'm done. I give up. I give up. You mean to tell me you people are paying her $3.5 million people are actually donating to this mess. This woman literally ruined her whole brand by messing with Cardi B, lost the case. Now she has to pay Cardi B $20,000 a month. Let's read what it says, guys. I don't want to waste your time. Right? As you come into the building, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button if you haven't already. Let's read what it says, guys. Let's read what it says, right? So we're going to look on the site right now. We're going to pretty much read this. As you can see, stand with Tasha K to move forward. Are you kidding me? 3.5 million? Let's read what it says, guys. It says a personal message from Tasha K. Winos, for years, many of you have asked me to start a fundraiser to help me pay off the judgment against me. I always refused because I believed it was my responsibility to handle it on my own. Duh, it is your responsibility to handle it your own. You're the one who was messing around with Cardi. You did that. That's your responsibility. Guys, $3.5 million. She want you to pay for the price of gossip. I want all you gossiping ASS ninjas on YouTube to pay attention. Tasha K is paying the price for gossip. This is what it looks like. The queen of gossip now comes to YouTube to beg for 3.5 million. Look, 3.5 million, guys. And y'all paying for it. So you're paying for her sins. Okay, cool. It goes on and it says, for years, many of you have asked me to start a fundraiser. Nobody asked her to start no fundraiser. That's cap. She's lying. Many of you have asked me to start a fundraiser to help pay off the judgment against me. I always refused because I believed it was my responsibility to handle it on my own. But after many conversations with you all, I'm finally listening. No, you ain't finally listening. Your back is against the wall. And you realize that, hey, you're going to save your money while the people pay off your debt. So let me get this straight, Tasha. You have millions of YouTube subscribers. You're getting all these clicks and views. You're getting your YouTube checks. You put up a GoFundMe, right? So that your viewers can pay for your sins. What the fuck you doing? Are you tripping? This is embarrassing. The reason why this is embarrassing is because you have a big platform and a large following. And you did this to yourself. This is not something like, oh, I'm down and out on my luck. I'm struggling. I'm going through. This is amazing. Real people could be going through a real struggle and need help and support. You folks won't support them. This woman gossips for a living. Effed around with Cardi B and found out. Now she want you to pay her bill. Are you kidding me? I'm looking at people donating $10, $100, $50. Is everybody dumb? So this is what we do? Wow. That's amazing. Do you think Tasha K gonna do that for you? Do you think that Tasha K will come down her high horse and pay you $3.5 million? See, this is why when you come to my platform, Ringo TV, I provide you with the best commentary when it comes to the situation. Because nobody else really break down these things like me. Nobody's supposed to be sending her not $1. This is her problem, fam. Like, this real talk, this is her problem. This is not your problem. As a viewer, if you're entertained by Tasha K, cool. If you rock with her because you like gossip, you like the entertainment, cool. But you're not supposed to be footing that bill. That's what she did to herself, fam. That's her responsibility. Do you understand, guys? Now, let's get back to it. Again, guys, hit that like button. Make sure you do that. Support the show. So it goes on and it says, this fundraiser is being created for one purpose only: to pay down the judgment debt so I can close this chapter and move forward without constant legal distractions. No. What you need to do, Tasha, is make more gossip videos so you can make more money, so that you can make about $40,000 to $50,000 a month on YouTube and give Cardi her $20,000 cut. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Because see, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. These type of content creators, right, be reckoning in, listen, upwards to probably 60 to 80,000 a month, guys. Literally. You're looking at somebody like a Tasha K. Listen, let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me see if I can just do the math real fast, because I don't want you guys to get played, because that's what's normally happening. I always come through to try to give you guys the information so that y'all can all be on point. But let me go get this info real fast so that we can find out a couple of things about her platform, so we could pretty much do the math and find out what's happening here, because I don't want you guys getting played no more, man. This is getting real sick now. So let me see what we got. Okay. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, she went live there. Okay, boom. For the past couple of videos, let me see. She did a video a day ago. It got 141,000 views. 3 days ago, 152,000. Day before that, 59,000, 74, 185. Then she got 8,000, 232 2 weeks ago, 165, 164, 2 weeks ago, 223,000, 232,000. That was 3 weeks ago. 275,000 3 weeks ago. 27,000 views a month ago. When you factor in all of this, guys, Tasha K is bringing in, based on the math, based on the views, based on that alone, Tasha K is literally bringing in between 25 to 40 grand a month on YouTube. Based on the math, of just rounding it off, just doing the mathematics, it's very clear. And then again, she got older videos that are still bringing in revenue. So Tasha K is probably bringing in between 20, I wouldn't even say 20, guys. That's on the low end. Tasha K is bringing in between 30 to about 70 grand a month. Then you got to factor in any sort of sponsorship money that's coming in, any sort of brand deals that's coming in. So we looking at probably $100,000 a month. So when you think about $100,000 a month, plus she's bringing in all these other deals and monies from the back end, and she starts a GoFundMe, basically begging you guys to pay her 3.5 million. You got to tell her to go literally find something else to do because you're not paying her debt. You listen, with inflation, with gas prices going up, food prices going up, a lot of us are struggling. We're going through. She got to be out of her damn mind to be coming on social media begging for 3.5 million. I can't even get anybody to hit up my GoFundMe that I started so I can do a project to give you guys content. And all I was asking for was 10 grand, fam. This woman is asking for 3.5 fucking million dollars, and y'all giving it to her because she want to gossip. This is crazy, gang. This is absolutely crazy. I can't believe this mess, bro. This fundraiser is being created for one purpose only, to pay down the judgment debt so I can close this chapter and move forward without constant legal distractions. So she was messing around with Cardi, spoke some things that was wrong about Cardi B, put herself in this situation. Now she want you to pay her bill? Come on, gang. Look, you might be a Tasha K fan, right? Now hear me out because I know a lot of times people misconstrue what I say. If you're a Tasha K fan and you rock with her because her content is entertaining, you appreciate it, you want the latest tea, that's one thing. We all have our favorite creators. But you have to realize something. She put herself in this situation. She did something she wasn't supposed to do. And by her doing that, you got to let her pretty much be accountable. That's the problem. People not letting people being accountable for their actions. She's the one who did this to herself, gang. So now it goes on and says, I am currently making my court order payments of $20,000 per month. Now, if Tasha is able to make a payment of $20,000 a month, that means Tasha K is making way more money monthly in order to pay the debt. Do you understand? Because she got expenses of her own. She got to take care of her house. I don't know if she got kids. I don't know if she got other staff members that she got to pay. Then you got all miscellaneous bills that you got to pay. So if she can afford to pay $20,000 a month, that is because the court was able to look at the documents to see what she's doing with her YouTube, what she's doing with any other deals. I don't know where Tasha probably got an Instagram. She probably got a Facebook. She's probably getting monies all on different back ends, guys. Like not just YouTube. She probably got a TikTok, Tasha K, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Tasha K, all this stuff. All this money is coming in, right? And if she could afford to pay $20,000 a month, you guys know what it is. Y'all been to court before. Everybody been to court before. And what normally happen? The judge want to know how much you earn. How much you earning? Or I earn this amount. All right, cool. This is where I'm going to put the payments at based on what you earn. So if you look at what Tasha K have to pay monthly to Cardi B, trust and believe, Tasha K is making more than $20,000 a month, gang. And she want you to pay 3.5 million. Not that she's going to pay 3.5 million. She could have literally said, you know what? Let me do a fundraiser. I know I got to pay 3.5. Let me just do a fundraiser for 500K. Even though I feel nobody should give her not $1 because this is basically her problem. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if we want to have compassion on Tasha K, she should have came to the public and not be greedy and say, you know what? I'm going to pay the 3 million, but I'm going to let the other people, I'm going to let my fans who rock with me, who are my diehard winos, they're going to pay up to 500 bands, 500K. You know what I mean? That way you could see that she's taking responsibility for what she did. But she wants you guys to pay the whole thing so she could live on Easy Street and stack her bread. Y'all can't let that go down, fam. So let's get back to the content. Again, if you're new, subscribe to the platform, hit that like button. I am currently making my court order payments of $20,000 per month from my own income. Well, of course, it got to come from your own income, duh, right? And I will continue to make those payments regardless of what is raised here from my own income. So, in other words, whatever money is raised on her GoFundMe, she still got to pay it. Well, of course, she still got to pay it because she have to pay it, and she got the money to pay it. But she's putting this out here so it can make life easy for her. But what about you? What about your life? Could any of you go to Tasha K and say, hey, Tasha, my rent is due. My car note is due. Hey, Tasha, I'm going through. Could you front me 50 bands? I really need it, Tasha K. Tasha K is not going to be okay with giving you 50 bands. Now, let's get back to the content. So it goes on and it says, meaning I will personally contribute my own funds to pay this down faster. Every dollar raised through this GoFundMe will go strictly towards reducing the judgment balance. Many people don't see what happens behind the scenes. Even while making my payments, creditors can still bring me back to court for examinations and filings. Each appearance costs time, energy, and legal fees. It keeps me tied up in a system that never seems to end. Well, that's not our problem, Tasha. That's the price of gossip. That's God telling you that you need to repent of your sins of gossiping. Gossip is the new way on social media in order to make money. There's a price for gossip. You effed around and found out. You got to pay the piper now. And I need this to be a lesson for all influencers that Tasha K is an example of what you don't want to be. You understand? See, on the outside, when you look at these channels, people got all these subscribers, they're getting all these views, but this is judgment here. This is real judgment, guys. This is not a game. And nobody's supposed to be paying this bill. That's her bill, guys. What Tasha supposed to be doing is making more content, spreading more gossip to get herself out of this mess. That's not your responsibility. And I'm calling for all of you folks to use your brain. Tasha K was passed judgment in court to pay Cardi $20,000 a month. Guys, listen to me very carefully because I know some of y'all got to be smart. When you go to court and let's say you owe MasterCard, Visa, or a bank loan, or whatever the case is, creditors come after you to garnish. They got to take into account that you have a living, that you got bills to pay, that you got a family to provide. So they look at your monies, they look at what's coming in, and they start to do a deduction of, okay, cool, this is what you have. All right, this is what you taking in. All right, boom, we're going to need this percentage of your income. Tasha's in court saying, look, every month on YouTube, I get this amount of money. Sometimes it fluctuates. Sometimes it's down. Okay, let's round it off and balance it out. This month might be this amount. This might be the least. So between all these months on your highs and your lows, we see $20,000 a month. That's reasonable. That should not affect your bottom line because, hey, you're still able to pay your bills. You're still able to eat. But this $20,000, we're going to need that. We're going to need this bread. So the court's already decided, guys. Tasha K make more than that. Trust me. I already done told you the numbers. Based on the views that she get on her videos, you got old Tasha K videos, old videos that are still making money. So it's not just the new videos. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I know how the game go, right? Based on her views, she's getting in a ton of money that can not only keep her afloat, but also she can still be able to pay Cardi B what she owe. 3.5 million, Tasha K gonna be paying that money for the rest of her life. Like literally, she's literally in debt forever. That's never gonna end. For you folks to come now and give her 3.5 million, when you could take that 3.5 million and help families that are in need, people that are really going through a struggle, people that really need support. Y'all gonna literally pay this woman when she gossiped for a living and said something that was a lie that made Cardi flip out. No, What she did to Cardi was an ongoing attack, an ongoing thing. She had enough time. Cardi even warned her. Cardi even tried to reason with her. Cardi pleaded with her. Stop doing this. Stop talking about it. Stop lying on me. Tasha K didn't care. Okay, now reality hit. You good people have to use your brain. Don't let her make you foot the bill. Real talk. Now, let's get back to the content. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. So, it goes on and it says, okay, many people don't see what happens behind the scenes. Even while making my payments, creditors can still bring me back to court for examinations and filings. Now, what does that mean? Let me give you the translation. Creditors can still bring me back to court for examinations and filings. What does that mean? Being that she get paid monthly on YouTube, there might be a good month where she make a substantial amount of money. They can bring her back into court to say, wait a minute now, you're making more money this month. We could probably get some extra bread out of you. We don't want you putting that money in no offshore account or trying to save something. No, we need that bread. We need that money now, right? So now she's saying that they could bring her back to court to file with filings. Each appearance costs time, energy, legal fees. That have nothing to do with us, Tasha. That's you. That's all on you. When your viewers got to go to court, you're not there for them. When you got an eviction and they trying to kick you out the house, they take you to court. Tasha K not going to go to court with you. When you owe that money on that school loan or that credit card and the debtor is, bringing you to court, Tasha K is not there for you, right? She's not there for you guys. You got to keep this in mind because a lot of y'all that are fans, again, it's one thing to be a fan of Tasha K, but you can't be a fan of BS. You cannot be out here fanning the flame of gossip and a judgment like this. This is not your burden, fam. It's one thing if you want to support her in terms of, okay, Tasha K made a video, you enjoyed the video, you hit her super chat with some money because you rock with her, you support her, you hit her cash app because you like the content. That's one way to support. Now, this is not what you should be supporting. This, you're supposed to say, look, Tasha, I rock with you, but look, that's on you, girl. That's not on us. That's you. I don't mind supporting you every now and then. I got bills to pay. I got a family to take care of. 3.5 million, you did that to yourself. You did that to yourself, gang. So now, let's see what we got. It keeps me tied up in a system that never seems to end. Excuse me. I don't have 3.5 million sitting in cash. But with the help of my community, we can accelerate paying this off. Sounds like one of those pastors that be like, you have to help the pastor build a church. You don't help none of these pastors build no churches. God didn't tell you nowhere in the Bible to give no pastor $10 million so he could build a church. Nowhere in the Bible. You understand? So for her to be saying this, she sounds like one of them charlatan preachers. And I'm just being honest. A lot of these YouTubers, they scared of people like Tasha K. I'm not. I don't care about who these YouTubers are. I like to call things out for what they are. I'm the voice of reason. I'm the one who pretty much do what I got to do to make sure the YouTube community is on point. Nobody else does better commentary videos than Ringo TV. Nobody. So she said, I don't have 3.5 million sitting in cash, but with the help of my community. See, that's the part I don't like. She believed that her community can foot the bill. But if the community went to Tasha, would Tasha feel the same way about you? That's the question you got to ask yourself. The position that Tasha K is in terms of what she earned from social media, would Tasha K look out for one of you winos? Now, here's the thing now. Don't be too quick to judge me and come at me with the forks and the fire torches. But I want you to hear me out. Let's say one of you ladies, because I'm going to say ladies because pretty much her channel is probably predominantly women. Now, if one of you good ladies are going through a rough time in your life, and you've been a diehard fan of Tasha K from the beginning, and you went to her and you're like, look, Tasha, I've been supporting your platform forever. I know you're successful now. It's not like you're down and out. You're successful now. You're making a lot of money. Could you front me 20 bands? I'm in a bad situation. I need the bread. I really need this support right now. If you can, being that we're a part of your community, could you give me that money? I can't afford to pay you back. I need this one to really help my family. Tasha K would not give you that money. She would not give you the money. And that's just the truth. That's the reality of it, gang. That's the reality of it. You know what I mean? She would not give you the money. So when she say, I don't have 3.5 million sitting in cash, but with the help of my community, we can accelerate paying this off. What do you mean we? That ain't my debt. How many of you owe MasterCard? How many of you owe Visa? Go tell Tasha K, we can pay off my debt. How many of you owe a car note? How many of you got a house note? See, I'm trying to paint a picture for you guys to understand. If I was a millionaire, guys, this is just me speaking personally. If I was a millionaire, based on all the support that viewers have shown me over the years, right? When I was like literally at my highest peak, and then later on, after coming out of the struggle, I become this millionaire on YouTube and I'm making all this money. And a viewer hit me up that always rocked my platform like, yo, bro, I'm going through. I'm down and out. Fam, could you support me doing this and that? I got them, bro. That's me. That's how I am. I'm a real one. You know what I'm saying? With her, I don't think she's that type of person, dog, because she's saying this because she owed 3.5. Before that 3.5, was she saying her community? No. All of a sudden, you're her community now because she need you. Now, she's feeling the pinch of what you are feeling right now in your own personal life. 3.5 is not an easy walk in the park, guys. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And the thing that I don't like about this is I don't see no transparency with Tasha K. You viewers, right now, let me give you the game. You want the game? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to give you the game. I'm going to show you how to deal with this situation. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to give you the game on exactly how do you go about dealing with a situation like this. Now, I understand the business of YouTube. I understand what these YouTubers make. I may not know exactly how much they make accurately. At the same time, I can round it off and give you a number of what they're making. Most of these YouTubers are bringing in between $40,000 to probably $150,000 a month. And I'm talking about the people that get thousands, hundreds of thousands of views every video they post. I don't get those views. I don't make no money, guys. I'm just being honest. Just look at the numbers, look at my views. I don't make no money. I'm in my down season right now. And I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? When I look at people like Tasha K, she's making more money than you can actually think. This is what you're supposed to tell her. Transparency. Ask Tasha K to show you what her earnings are each month on YouTube while she's running this GoFundMe. She needs to be transparent with you viewers. She should not be asking for $3.5 million and you don't know what she's making monthly. Some may say that's none of your business. Yes, it's none of our business what she make each month. But when you make it our business to tell us that you started a GoFundMe for $3.5 million and we got our own struggles, our own bills, our own nightmares that are going on behind the scenes, you need to be transparent with us in terms of what you bringing in monthly. So Tasha K, you need to make things right so that the viewers can see what you earning each month. No doctored nonsense. You need to go live, have your computer running, and show people your YouTube studio earnings monthly so they can see what you make. Because I can guarantee you what you're making right now is way higher than $20,000. I know it because if the court ordered you to pay $20,000, they're not going to tell you to pay $20,000 if all you make is $20,000. That would be suicide. Like literally, you cannot do that. A court cannot do that, guys. If all you got is 20,000 coming in, a judge is not going to say, I'm ordering you to pay 20,000 a month when all I make on YouTube is 20,000 a month. No, it don't work like that, fam. It don't work like that. They have to break it down based on your living expenses and the needs of your family. Then they could factor in, okay, this portion, we got to take this out of your money. So for the judge to order 20,000 a month, Tasha is bringing in, guys, probably over 60 to 100,000 a month, gang. I'm telling you, fam. And ain't no telling what else she got popping. Ain't no, do she got merch? Let me see. Let me see if she got merch on her page. Let's see what we got. I don't see anything here. Let me go into these videos. Let me go into the live videos and see if there's any merch or something there. Because normally they have these things. Can we see? Look like she have some, what she's selling. And remember, she got a website for exclusive content. Maybe people got to pay on the website. Yeah, you got some other stuff she's selling. Shop K deals. So she got something that she got going on over here, fam. And again, the reason why we have to do this content, guys, is because, again, we're dealing with accountability here. If Tasha K want 3.5 million, then Tasha K have to be transparent with the views. She have to be transparent. You know, don't look at this thing as, oh, it's none of our business. Yes, it's none of our business what Tasha K earned. I'm not a pocket watcher. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not messy like that. What I'm looking at is accountability and being upfront with the viewers. That way, you would know what you're investing in. It's a shame to come on social media and beg for $3.5 million. That's a damn shame. That's a shame. You know what I mean? Especially when you're making a truckload of money monthly. Fam, I don't get no type of views compared to Tasha K. None. I'm nowhere in that tax bracket, bro. She's literally begging you guys for 3.5 million when you got people out here that are really going through it. And she's getting an easy ride when she's already making a ton of money. Bro, that's crazy, man. The world is backwards, man. The world is really backwards. It's like people support people that do foolish stuff. This is not your burden, fam. This is not y'all burden. You understand? This is ridiculous, man. Pastors be doing this type of stuff. This is pastor energy right here. You know those pulpit pimps that be on TV talking about, oh, God told me to start a church. God didn't tell you a damn thing. God didn't tell you nothing. God didn't tell you nothing about starting no church that we need $10 million for nothing. I don't care about no outreach program. You know what I mean? If people need Jesus, all they got to do is read their Bible. I don't want to hear nothing. So now, let's get back to the content. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the show. Okay, so now let's get to this, guys. So it says, I don't have 3.5 million sitting in cash, but with the help of my community, we can accelerate paying this off so I can finally move forward and focus on creating what? Content. So what Tasha K is basically saying is this. This is the translation. She's really gaslighting you right here, but this is the translation of what she's saying. I need you guys to pay off my bills, even though I effed up. I need you guys to do this because why? I'm unable to create content on YouTube. I need you guys to hurry up and pay this bill because it's holding me back from giving you the gossip that you love to hear. That's the translation of what she's not saying. So now let me read it in its terms straightforward, but I wanted to give you the translation of what she's really saying. Okay, so I don't have 3.5 million sitting in cash, but with the help of my community, we can accelerate paying this off so I can finally move forward and focus on creating, reporting, and entertaining without constant interruptions. For those asking about merch incentives, a Kickstarter campaign will go live on my birthday this Tuesday, right? Where supporters will be able to receive exclusive items and thank you gifts tied to their support. So she's trying to have some sort of fundraiser thing going on and give you little incentives and little things to kind of make you, to kind of soften you up a little bit, right? It says this fundraiser is simply a way for those who have supported me for years to help me finally put this chapter behind me. But see, this is the thing, Tasha. I get it. I really, really get it. You did something that was bad, and now you're going through. You got to go through this one. This right here is your karma for years of gossip. It happens to all the greats. All the great gossipers have always faced the music, and I think that your viewers should kind of step back from this one and kind of let you deal with it, because, and I'm not saying to her viewers that you need to stop supporting her. If you want to support her in terms of like the latest content that she put out, and you enjoyed the content, it was entertaining, and you wanted to support her via Cash App, Super Chat, then that's your prerogative. I'm not here to tell you to stop supporting your favorite content creator if you really love and appreciate the content that they put out there. Because I know that maybe you have some Tasha K fans that are actually watching my show for the first time. All I'm saying is be reasonable and use your brain. The debt that she's in right now is her fault. It's her fault, guys. That's not your burden. Even if you're a diehard fan, there comes a time when you got to step back. You got to step back and be like, you know what? 3.5 million, you tripping. You tripping, fam. I could understand if it was, let's say Cardi sued her for $350,000, right? $350,000, and Tasha said, "Hey, I'm gonna put half of my money up, and I'm just looking for my supporters, my diehard supporters, not everybody, but my diehard winos to rock with me on this one. Let's just rock out. I know I did this to myself." I mean, she didn't even like come online and like come to the people and be like, "Look, guys, I messed up. I should have never messed with Cardi like this. I mean, I'm really embarrassed. It's really difficult for me, but I really need your support right now. I'm gonna pay this amount. I'm gonna pay like 75%. I just need you guys to pay the rest. It is really burdening me down, and I take full accountability." She got to do things like that, man. She got to ride this one out. 3.5, it's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money, dog. Like, and she know 3.5 million, she's never going to be able to pay that, fam. She ain't never going to be able to pay that. Mm-mm. But that's her problem, guys. That is her problem. And sometimes you just got to sit back and kind of just let her deal with those type of issues. You know what I mean? So now, for those asking, well, I already read that part. Okay. This fundraiser is simply a way for those who have supported me over the years to help me finally put this chapter behind me. This is honestly the only birthday gift I'm asking for this year. What? Birthday what? Birthday gift? Oh, man. I can't believe what I'm reading, gang. I can't believe what I'm reading. She said, this is honestly the only birthday gift I'm asking for this year. A $3.5 million birthday gift, gang. Half of us can't even get a gift on our birthday. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat that represents you can't even get a gift for your birthday. When our birthdays passed, nobody ever sent me not $1. You know what I'm saying? Except my supporters on YouTube. My supporters on YouTube on my birthday, they might, support me on my birthday. But I'm talking about personally in your personal life with people they don't ever come through for you, fam. She want a birthday gift of 3.5 million. Are you kidding me? Now watch this, gang. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you guys give her the 3.5 million, right? that means she saved $3.5 million. You give her $3.5 million to pay her bill, she was able to save $3.5 million. Is she going to come back and bless the viewers? Is Tasha K going to bless the viewers? No. She's not thinking about the viewers right now. She's thinking about her own self. And this is the thing that I always tell content creators, because here's the thing. A lot of times, and I just got to keep it real with the people, right? I'm a father of 4 girls, right? I have a whole family that I got to provide for. I'm a full-time content creator. Things is, it's kind of difficult right now. You know what I'm saying? I could be honest. I go through my struggles. I have my own level of stress and issues. A lot of times people think content creators are rich and perfect, like every last one of them. Now, when you look at someone like Tasha K, she's been making a lot of money. So the thing that I be looking at here is, where did the money go? Where did it go? What's going on? A lot of times these people have the money, guys. They have it. It's saved up. They just don't want to spend their money. They want you to spend yours. Just like the church. The pastor, think about this. TD Jakes is rich. Creflo Dollar is rich. Kenneth Copeland. These guys are rich, almost billionaires. But they keep asking people for money. They keep asking for money, guys. I got to do a video about another pastor that was just asking for money the other day. Crazy stuff. These pastors are wearing Prada, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. What? What are you giving them your money for? All these churches do is scam people out of their money. Come on, man. It's 2026, guys. Look, I know some of y'all probably don't even like me. You probably can't stand me. All I'm saying is be smart. This woman just said, this is honestly the only birthday gift I'm asking for this year. So she's basically begging you for a birthday. She's using her birthday to pull on your heart so you can pay her $3.5 million. Guys, this is sick, man. This is sick. Sure, I wish somebody could give me just $35,000 right now. This woman wants $3.5 million. Oh my goodness, bro. My goodness. And it's not even like Tasha K came online and said, guys, I have a life-threatening illness that if I don't get this medical operation, I'm going to die. Please, I'm begging you, spare my life on this one. Here's the doctor's report. Here's the medical report. I'm not capping, guys. This is what's happening. I need this operation. It costs X amount of money. I don't got it. Here's my YouTube revenue. This is how much money I got. I don't have it, guys. And she's wailing in tears, and her family's in the background, and everybody on YouTube know about Tasha K. We may agree with her, disagree with her, but at the end of the day, this is a real life situation where Tasha K's life is on the line, and it really is confirmed that she is going to die, guys. This is not a game. It's not a laughing moment. At that moment, I would not be laughing, giggling, playing games, because it's a serious situation. So under those circumstances, if you're moved with compassion to foot a bill of $3.5 million, then that's on you. Under those circumstances, I would never make a video. I would never make a video. Why? Because her life is on the line. And I know many people, families, whose lives been on the line, they didn't have the money to foot the bill. When my mom passed away of cancer, she didn't have all the money to maintain this, and she had insurance, but they couldn't do nothing for her. You know what I'm saying? I never came to YouTube when my mom was going through. I never came. I love my mom. My younger brother, my mom's birthday literally is today, gang. Literally, her birthday is today. No fucking cap. I was just on the phone before I did this live stream with my younger brother. Me and him chopping it up. Speaking of old times, he got his own issues he going through. I'm literally telling him what I'm going through. And I'm like, you know why we going through all of this stuff, right? Because we don't got Ma to talk to, fam. because she was always there for us growing up. Real life stuff, bro. You know what I mean? So people are going through real issues, man. And this woman begging for 3.5 million, you tripping, fam. It's one thing if you have a health condition, you need an operation, then yeah, heck, the whole YouTube streets might end up chipping in and saying, let's do something for her. But when you're a gossiper and you did this to yourself and you crossed the line with Cardi B, that's on you, fam. That's on you. We got too much problems out here, man. We got too much problems out here than to be footing a bill of 3.5 million. There's way more important things that we could be putting this money to, and we putting it to gossip, bro. A burden that she created for herself. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. That's criminal, man. That is absolutely criminal to be doing some stupid stuff like that, man. That don't make no sense. How dare you come on social media begging for 3.5 million, man? With all the money, listen, man. Listen, Tasha K. You need to come into the public and make all your finances visible. All of it. All your finances is supposed to be visible right now. You got to be out of your mind to be coming on YouTube begging the world for $3.5 million. $3.5 million, man? You got people going through foreclosure right now. People that can hardly pay their rent. People that can hardly eat right now. Can't even grocery shop properly. And you begging for $3.5 million. You ought to be ashamed. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I would have never put a GoFundMe up like this, man. $3.5 million. And then you have the nerve to put, wine, gossip, and comedy. I would have never put this picture here. That is a disgrace. I would have never put a picture that says wine, gossip, and comedy, and you smiling. You smiling. When you want people to pay you 3.5 million, you should be crying, not smiling. This stuff right here, and I apologize for getting angry. I apologize for cussing. But this right here, gang, this is just not right. I'm tired of people robbing people on social media. I see it happens every day. I try to give people the truth. They don't rock with me. I try to give them quality content. They call me names. I speak the truth all the time. I don't lie. I don't have no reason to lie. You know what I mean? And yet, this woman posts a picture with her laughing and smiling. She's laughing and smiling, bro. Asking for $3.5 million, bro. Fam, most of us will never see that type of money, dog. Most of us will never see that kind of money. And this woman is literally begging for it. She already raised $5,161 raised. That's how much she raised already, gang. She already raised 5,000. 5,000 already raised. You see? 5,000. That's crazy, man. Get those people back their money, Tasha. Get those people back their money and close that GoFundMe. Close the GoFundMe now. No. Don't give her no money for this, man. I'm tired of this mess, bro. You got real people out here going through it, dog. And you over here begging for I can't get over this, man. 3.5 million, bro. Damn. For gossiping? For gossiping? Guys, if that was me, y'all wouldn't give me that money. If that was me, y'all would say, hell no. You bugging. You what? Picture me coming online telling my viewers I need 3.5 million. Not because I'm taking care of my family, not because it's a health issue, not because it's something life-threatening, no. Because I was gossiping, I was sued, and I lost. And y'all gonna foot the bill? No. If anything, I would expect you to call me out on the BS and be like, yo, Ringo, I rock with you, dog. At the same time, that's on you, fam. That's on you. I can't deal with that, dog. You went out there and you did what you did. You got sued. You owe 3.5. You got to pay. You got to pay. Like I said, gang, if the judge ordered Tasha K to pay $20,000 a month, that means Tasha K is making double or more. She's making double or more money, guys. Trust me. You listen, fam. You don't even need me to tell you this. You should be smart enough. Most of you viewers, you're smart already. Come on now. Come on. Put a 1 in the chat if you already know this. Put a 1 in the chat if you already know that if she got a court order of paying $20,000 a month, it means she makes more than that. A judge is not going to render a judgment of $20,000 a month if all you make is $25,000. So what, I'm going to be left with $5,000? How could she survive? They got to argue these things and settle this in court, fam. They already saw her finances. With all those attorneys and lawyers, fam, they listen, they did a full background check on her, bro. They pulled all her finances. You getting money on TikTok? We need that paperwork. Tax claims, all that. We need everything. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, sponsorships, whatever. We need all the paperwork. We want access to your bank accounts. We want access to that account. We want access to everything. Ain't no putting nothing in your daughter name, son name, grandma name. No. We want everything. And that's what they did. And once they settled, they realized, okay, Tasha K is making this amount of money a month. Cool. $20,000 a month. $20,000 a month is listen. Tasha is going to be paying that money for the rest of her life, dog. She's going to be paying that for the rest of her life, fam. And you should not be paying that. You got your own problems, man. We got our own issues. And again, I'm not saying, hear me out clear. I'm not saying don't support Tasha K as a fan of her work. That's the last thing I want to do is tell somebody to take money from somebody's pocket when that's their livelihood. I wouldn't want people doing that for me. What I'm saying, this GoFundMe is not your debt. You can support her if she do content and you like her content. You're like, man, Tasha always bringing the latest tea. She's always doing the same thing. Okay, cool. That case, you can support her and rock with her based on what you can afford. But $3.5 million, no. That, you don't support that. You don't support that. To those of you that already support it, hey, that's on you. You know what I mean? That's why I'm doing this video. Hopefully I can reach people not to waste their money. First thing first, this picture here is a mockery. This is a mockery, fam. She's laughing at everybody. She's basically telling everybody, ha, 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 I'm laughing all the way to the bank. You should never have a picture where you talking about wine, gossip, and comedy while you smiling, begging for $3.5 million. That's embarrassing. That's a damn shame. You should be ashamed of yourself, Tasha K. This is an insult to everybody. This means that you're not taking this serious. This picture, I don't know who's in charge of your PR, public relations, whatever the case is. They should have never told you to put that damn picture there. That picture there is an insult to everybody that's viewing. And if you try to change it, we're going to know. So if you try to update that picture right now, you're doing it because I said something. That picture should have never been there. You should have been dressed in a certain way, take a decent photo and make yourself look more presentable and serious. You're taking this thing for a joke. You're literally taking this for a joke. Absolutely crazy, man. Let's see what we got. I'm kind of scrolling through this thing because she have all these other stuff. So she's also, listen, this is crazy. She even made something, right, wanting you to share it on Facebook. Check this out. She made something there. I guess she want people to share it on Facebook about stand with Tasha K to move forward. Organized by who? Latasha Kemby. Let me see. So she owes $3,496,895. That's the goal. That's crazy. That's crazy, gang. Uh-uh. No way. No way that people should be supporting that mess. Let me continue reading this thing here. So, this honestly is my only wait, this is honestly the only birthday gift I'm asking for this year. To ensure full transparency, the books will be shared quarterly so everyone can see exactly where every dollar goes towards the debt. Thank you for believing in me and standing with me throughout everything. With love to my wino gang. Now, she said to ensure full transparency. This is not full transparency, Tasha. Full transparency is letting the viewers know exactly what you earn each month on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you make bread, right? Telling them to ensure full transparency, the books will be shared quarterly so everyone can see exactly where every dollar goes towards the debt. I don't believe a word you say. I don't believe not one word you say. Transparency is knowing how much money you earn. I don't want to know how much money is going towards the debt because every dollar is supposed to be going towards the debt. So there's really nothing to talk about in terms of transparency quarterly. If we look at your GoFundMe and it says you raised 3.5 million, we don't need to see nothing. We just need to know that you paid that debt. You understand? So when you promise these people to show them something quarterly, you gaslighting these viewers. You gaslighting the viewers. I don't appreciate that. If you want to have transparency, the people need to see exactly how much money you earn monthly on your social medias so that the people can decide whether or not they want to support you or not. I don't recommend nobody support her GoFundMe efforts, not because I'm trying to be cruel or I'm callous or cold-hearted. I go through struggles, I deal with these type of issues, but 3.5 million, that's not even a struggle, guys. That's a prison sentence. That's not a struggle. $3.5 million debt is literally a death sentence, fam. Literally. That's a prison time. That's a prison sentence right there. Cardi B put a prison sentence literally on Tasha K. And that's not for you. That's for her. She got to go through that. You know, she got to go through that. Like I said, most of you are Tasha K fans. I get it. You rock with her. It is what it is. You have to use your brain and recognize when you got to step back and let things just play its course because that's not a struggle. That is a prison sentence for her own actions. It's no different than if Tasha K committed a crime. She got to do the time. She got to do the time, guys. You can't just you can't bail her out of this one, fam. She got to learn a lesson. By her learning this lesson, it'll make her a better content creator in terms of providing celebrity gossip, celebrity news, or whatever the case is. It'll make her a better content creator because now, rather than just speaking all out lies, she will cover herself even better and be smarter with how she do her videos. That would also help with other content creators to learn from her mistakes. If anything, this situation with Tasha K should be uh, a learning experience for all content creators, current and future, to let us know what not to do. In other words, go back to the full story of what led up to this mess. Content creators should be studying the case of Tasha K versus Cardi and really look at it and be like, damn, I don't ever want to be in a situation like that. So let me make sure I don't make videos where I'm doing this and doing that. Find out more about the case with Tasha and Cardi to find out what you should never do on social media. Because what this proves is that people that are celebrities, people that got money, will do this to you. You know what I'm saying? They will do this to you, especially if they know you're making a lot of money. If you don't got no money, it ain't even worth suing nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no bread, I mean, what are you going to get? You ain't getting nothing anyway. But Cardi knew that Tasha K was getting money. She knew that already. And she did what she had to do. And she made an example out of her, fam. And now Everybody on YouTube and social media are going to be talking about this. They're going to be stealing my talking points, the things that I'm talking about right now. I'm just letting you know now. They're going to all copy all my talking points because I'm very intelligent, and when I break down these videos, I'm fair and I'm balanced. Like I said, I didn't tell you guys to not support Tasha K. I didn't tell none of you to unsubscribe from her channel. I don't do none of that messy stuff because I know she have a family, staff, and a business and all that other stuff. And I'm not trying to stop her from making her money. I wouldn't want nobody trying to sabotage me because I have to take care of my family. At the same time, this situation with this GoFundMe, this is a no-no. No, we can't do that, Tasha. I'm sorry. We can't do that. We cannot foot the bill for that. We can't do that. That we cannot do. We have to be smart. We have to think rational and be critical in our thinking when it comes to this. What exactly is paying this debt doing for the community? Nothing. This is her own nightmare. Let her go through her nightmare, guys. Let her seek Jesus Christ. Let her pray about it. Since everybody say prayer works like medicine. Prayer is God will answer all. Prayer works. Okay, all you Bible believers, let's see the prayers work. Let's see if Tasha can pray her way out of this. Let's see if God hears. Do Tasha K has a relationship with Jesus Christ? Okay, let her pray. And I'm not even trying to be funny. 3.5 million, that's a lot of money, man. I could use 3.5 million right now. 3.5 million, fam. I'm good, bro. I'm good. If I had $350,000 right now, I would be good right now. Literally. I'll be straight. But 3.5 million, man? Damn. That's crazy, man. At first I thought this was a joke. You know what I mean? I thought this was a joke. I'm looking this stuff up. I'm like, what? 3.5 million? Nah, Tasha K ain't asking for that. That's a joke, man. They lying. Nah, they not, bro. They not. That's a lot of money, dog. Damn. And y'all giving it to her? People really donating, bro. They really donating. Let me see when she started it up. Let me double check because this is breaking news. So this was created 23 hours ago. This was created 23 hours ago. So that means her real name is what is that? Latasha. So 23 hours ago, Tasha K started a GoFundMe to beg for 3.5 million. Let me see if it got updated. So right now the GoFundMe is at $5,161. Let me refresh the page and see if it increased. Okay, it increased. It's now $5,311. So it increased. Somebody else recently donated. It's crazy, man. Let me see. Let me check another website. Send Go. Let me see if this place. I'm gonna see if Tasha K is on other sites. Tasha K. Nope, I don't see nothing here. No. So it looked like she's only using. GoFundMe right now. She's only using GoFundMe right now to do this particular fundraiser. So I don't know what to say, guys. This is really, really bad. This is a bad, bad thing because um, I know what she's doing. It's wrong. It's really wrong. She's basically saying, I want my viewers to pay for my mistakes. That's what Tasha K is saying. You guys got to be smart. If there's anything that you need to learn from this video, is this. Tasha K is basically telling her viewers, I want you to pay for my mistakes. And it's not even a mistake. A mistake is we're in the year 1989 and you're on one of them rotary dial phones. Remember them phones you have to put your finger and go like this? Some of y'all don't even know, you weren't born there. But with those phones, sometimes you make a mistake and you click 7 when you tried to click 8. That's a mistake. What Tasha did to Cardi was not a mistake. It was deliberate. She planned it and she went through with it. So there's nothing more to say on that. She just got to ride this one out. Now, there will be people that will donate because, and I hate to say it this way, but they're weak-minded. You know what I'm saying? Like they're easy to deceive. It's sort of like churchgoers. You know, most of the times people go to church because they really believe in God and they really trying to find their way. At the same time, a lot of them are under strong delusion. They might have a weak spirit. They're easy to deceive. So pastors and wolves in sheep's clothing, they're able to manipulate people through words. They tell them what they want to hear, and they get the money that they want. And I think that's how it is with this situation. People look up to Tasha K like she's a god. That's how they see her. And it's not to throw any shade. I'm just trying to show you sometimes people could be a fan so much so that they worship you and they believe in you with all their heart. And like I said earlier, some of you that are here may be in fact true blue diehard Tasha K fans. And I'm very sensitive to understanding that. That's why I'm saying if you rock with her, then rock with her and continue to rock with her. But you got to call her out on the BS, guys. You got to call her out on the BS. You can be a fan. You could be a supporter. I ain't saying pull your support from her. Continue to do what you do to keep her afloat. At the same time, when it comes to that GoFundMe, nah, fam. Nah, bro. Nah, we not doing that, Tasha. I'm sorry. We not funding your debt. No. We're not doing that. I don't care about nothing else, fam. I'm not gonna sit back and let you take advantage of these people. I'm gonna use my platform to get the content out there. Hopefully somebody listen and learn and do what they need to do. You know, I got my own issues. I'm not here to try to rain on Tasha K's parade. I'm not here to disrespect. I'm not here to throw no shade. I know Tasha K is the queen of gossip on YouTube. A lot of YouTubers is afraid of people like Tasha K. I'm not. At the same time, I'm keeping it 1,000 with the viewers. Do not fund somebody's judgment. That's why she went to court. She went to court and was found guilty. Why? Because she did wrong. Let her pay what she got to pay, fam. Don't get in the middle of judgment. It's just like if God is sending judgment, right? If God is sending judgment, it's not for us to get in his way. We got to step out of the way or else we're going to get caught up. You know? If some YNs pull up on the block and see Jamal and they come through and they're like, hey, yo, my man. Hey, yo, I think you should move from the corner, fam. Wow, what you talking about? Who you, dog? Hey, yo, I'm going to only give you one more warning, dog. Like, move from this corner, fam. Like, it's about to get lit. That's your warning, bro, to move. You trying to stand on the block. He gave you a warning. He gave you time. Remember the movie Equalizer with Denzel Washington? What did he tell all those dudes before he killed them? He gave them time to make it right. So Tasha had that time. Cardi warned her. Cardi pleaded with her. Take down that video. You're lying on me. You're manipulating the viewers. You're causing me all this stress. Tasha was like, I don't care. I got to get this money. Tasha was into the money. That's the price, gang, of sin. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to sign out. I'm just going to share my final thoughts, and I'm going to get up on out of here. And we cool after that. I might do a follow-up video because I want to look for some more information about this case. I think it's embarrassing because of someone with her platform, the size of her platform. It's amazing. I recently had some clown on YouTube. He was laughing and mocking me because of the views on one of my video. And yet he was like, oh, you got 200,000+ subscribers and look at your views. Ha, 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 ha. Well, Tasha K have millions of subscribers, but she don't have millions of dollars. You don't judge someone's platform by subscribers. You judge their platform by the level of quality and content that they put out there. Subscribers, subscriber count, that don't mean nothing, fam. I've been on YouTube since 2006. 2006. I can tell you straight up and down, if you have a channel with just 1,000 subscribers, you're blessed. That's all you need. 1,000 subscribers and you putting out good content, you'll be making a heck of a lot of money if you're able to get the numbers and the views. But subscriber count do not mean anything. Don't ever let a subscriber count fool you. You can be the biggest YouTuber in subscribers all you want. That don't mean nothing when you broke. Did you hear me? That don't mean nothing if you broke. So, and I'm not saying having a bunch of subscribers is a bad thing. What I'm saying is, look, I got 224,000 subs. There's 300+ people in the building. I don't have thousands of people viewing. You see what I mean? Because most of those subscribers, they probably don't even watch my videos no more. There's channels that I've seen that have 1 million subs, and when they go live, there's only 25 people watching. You get it? So it's not about all of that stuff, gang. It's not about all of that stuff. Shout out to Diamond. Shout out to Diamond for the $20 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. You're the what's that? I think that's the second super chat. I'm not sure. I think that's the second one. I think I missed one, right? My apologies to the first person who supported. I probably missed somebody. I think I missed somebody. But again, shout out to Diamond for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Let me see. Money makes people do evil things. Yeah. They definitely do. Sometimes people get too high on their success on social media. Like I said, I have my highs and I have my lows. I've always been a humble guy. I've always been truthful with the people. It's just that sometimes, people switch up. People stop rocking with you. They might, leave. And then sometimes a door open up for new viewers to rock with you. You know what I mean? Sometimes your viewers, they come and they go. This whole life is one big mystery, man. All I can say is just be positive. You're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that's jealous of you. It's just really a tricky game, man. But we just got to make better choices. We got to learn from the Tasha K Cardi B situation. We got to learn from it. I know everything on YouTube is entertainment. Sometimes you might want educational videos. Sometimes, some people like the latest gossip, the latest tea, whatever the case is. You work all week. You want to hear some junk, some drama. What's going on the tube? Who's talking about who? I get it. This situation, it's not your fight, fam. It's not your fight. It's not your fight, dog. I've seen YouTubers die. I've seen YouTubers that was once popping and they dead. We here today, tomorrow we gone. That's why we got to make the most of our stay. See, when I'm gone, my videos are going to still be here to reach the people, even if I'm gone. So I try to put out content so that my legacy, when people look back on it, they be like, oh, snap. I remember that video he made, man. That brother was always cool, dog. Good dude, you know? And I'm not perfect. Sometimes I could get carried away and do things that is wrong. And sometimes I expect the criticism, especially from people that really rock with me. Like sometimes they can probably hit me up behind the scenes and be like, "Hey, yo, fam, bro, like that last video you did, you know what I'm saying? I think you kind of went a little too over the top. You know what I mean? Like maybe kind of tone it down a little bit. You know what I mean? Or probably issue an apology. Stuff like that. Sometimes I look for stuff like that, and it's okay for those of you that really rock with me. I'm talking about the people that really rock with me and talk with me behind the scenes. Like if you see something and you feel like deep down inside, like bro, man, like you could have did that better, dog. Like, you know what I mean? I understand how you move, you bold, this and that, but dog, you didn't need to do that. You know what I mean? Like that type of constructive criticism, I can handle that. You know what I mean? Because I still try to grow, and I don't like taking no junk from people. I'm the first to call somebody out real quick. But there's still room to improve for me. Like when my younger brother called me tonight. You know what I mean? Not to get all in our business and whatnot, but that's my younger brother and whatnot because my mom's birthday is today. And he's going to the grave site tomorrow. He's going to pretty much, FaceTime me so that when he's there, I can pretty much be there with him and whatnot. But we were talking and, he going through his own issues. And, he was telling me that one of his mans and them that he always talked with, he passed away, and that was his dog. And he was like, "Yo, bro, I don't got nobody to talk to, fam. Like, I don't got nobody to talk to about my problems, bro." And like, I can feel his pain. And he had, like, he's not a bad dude, but he had a time where he got himself in a little trouble, and he it could have been avoided, but the circumstances in them streets is crazy. But he was talking with me and he was like, "Yo, bro, man, really appreciate this phone call, dog. Really appreciate, you don't know, bro." And that did something to me. That phone call helped my brother. Ain't no telling what he dealing with. But because I was there for him, that helped him. Sometimes you got to be there for people, man. Sometimes people could be calling your phone and they need a word of encouragement. And people think, "Oh, I'm too busy to listen to this person. I'm too busy. I don't want to hear you right now." And that's that person's last hope. That's that person's last hope right there. And you just shut your heart for that person. All you had to do is just listen to that person for a few minutes. He literally telling me all the things he going through, all the stuff he dealing with. And I'm there listening. And, I was busy. What I'm saying? I was dealing with my girls, what I'm saying? Fixing something to eat for them, doing what I got to do. But I listened. I was just listening. And he telling me all the stuff he dealing with, things just a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, "Look, fam, anytime you need to talk, bro, hit me up." Cause we get grown, we do our own thing, we got our own families and stuff. Sometimes we just kind of uh go our own way. You know what I mean? Not we're not separated, but it's like life kind of separates people, man. And when he hit me up and he started to speak, he really appreciated the fact that I was giving him advice about what what he's going through. And it's like the stuff that I talk about on my videos, I'm literally having a you could call it what, a therapy session talking with my younger brother. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Yeah, man, I really needed this call. Appreciate it, dog." You know what I'm saying? Because when he said that he don't got nobody to talk to, that really hit. That really, really hit me, fam. Because there's a lot of people out here that suffer in silence. A lot of people that don't got nobody to talk to. Some of y'all in that same type of boat. You don't got nobody to talk to. You know what I mean? Like, you're dealing with all sorts of issues. You got all sorts of stuff on your mind. You can't even call your family. You can't call nobody, man. 'Cause you can't tell nobody what you're going through, dog. As soon as you tell them, they start talking about you. As soon as you tell them that, oh, I'm going through this, they're like, ha ha, good for you. You're like, damn. They laughing at you, mocking you. We don't got no time for that. So sometimes we suffer in silence and we holding in all this pain. All this pain is inside, bro. And you don't got nowhere to direct that pain. Next minute you start arguing with your family, cussing your wife out, cussing your man out, cussing out your kids, fighting on your job. You letting off steam, but you're doing it the wrong way, man. You need your family, so you don't want to take it out on them. And a lot of times, people take out their frustration on their family because of all the mental stress they're going through, man. So uh, my final thoughts is always have an ear to listen to people if you can. Spare that time because a person might be at their last and all they need is a word just for you to have an ear, just to listen to them, listen to their pain. I'm not talking about being a punch dummy, you know, just listen, let people dump on you. I'm talking about your fam, your mans and them, somebody who's real cool with you. You know what I mean? Always be there to listen, not to judge, not to condemn, but listen to them, man, because that might be all they got right that moment. And I'm glad that I took the time to take that call. I'm really glad that I did that because I can hear it in his voice. I can hear the pain of no one there, and you feel alone and trapped, and you don't know what to do, and you just feel like you're drowning. It's a horrible place to be, man. You know, so um, stay encouraged wherever you are in your life, because I know a lot of people deal with a lot of issues, and I know y'all come to YouTube. Sometimes you come to YouTube for therapy. Sometimes you just come here to get away from your problems, just to hear some word, be entertained. Nobody watches TV anymore. Some of us out here are real people. You know what I mean? I'm not just a content creator. I'm a father. I'm a husband. Um, I have real life issues, and I try to show compassion to people. I talk about real topics, break down content. I'm entertaining, funny at times. Uh, it is what it is. But what the viewer must walk away from when you listen to my videos, try to learn something from these videos, man. Because when I put my energy in this content, I'm speaking from the heart. This is not a game. This is not no script. I don't have no teleprompter in front of me. This is coming out the heart, fam, 100%. You know, try to keep it real, man. A lot of us want to change the world. We want to do things, and life can be very difficult, man. Very, very difficult. But you still got to show up to work. You know what I mean? You still got to show up, dog. No matter what, you still got to show up to work. And a lot of you going through it. You show up to work, but you're still dealing with life. You know, Tasha K did what she did. She's dealing with life. That's life right there, man. That's the part of life I can't do nothing about that now. The best advice I can give Tasha is you're gonna have to crank out more videos. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to crank out more videos. It's one thing if you had a GoFundMe for, let's say, 300,000, and you're gonna pay the 3 million. That's one thing, but 3.5, nah, I ain't doing that. Yeah, she should have left Cardi B alone. Cardi B warned her. That's the thing. Go back to the tapes. Go back to when Cardi B was talking. Cardi B said these things. Listen, Cardi tried to stop this. Cardi did not want to go this route. Go back to the tapes. I checked those tapes. Cardi gave her the opportunity to kind of cease and desist, chill out, leave me alone. But she went out there and continued to pour out a bunch of garbage. And unfortunately, this is the results, you know? So that's about it, guys. I'm going to get up on out of here. I'm over here getting emotional over my brother's situation on live. That's crazy, right? But that's real. You know what I mean? I like to keep it real because here's the thing. The way I am with my younger brother, a lot of you out there got fam. And if there's anything you can learn from that small segment on my live is maybe you need to call your fam. Maybe you need to check in on your brothers or your sisters, kind of check in, see where they at mentally. Just call them up and holler at them like, yo, hey, bro, hey, I'm just checking in on you, dog. You good, fam? You need to talk? Oh, you do need to talk. What's happening, man? Hey, you know, I had to apologize to my younger brother for being busy. You know what I mean? But he understands. He was like, look, man, I know you got your fam. I know you got your own issues and stuff. Ain't no need for all of that, man. I already know. Cause I was telling, hey, we grown men now, dog, like with real life issues, man. I was like, we ain't kids no more, fam. And he understood that, but I had to make him know. I said, listen, man, anytime you need to talk, you call me. Don't hesitate. Even if I'm busy, I'm stopping everything I got to do. You call me. I don't care what the fuck is going on. You call me. I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to pick up the phone. And I never duck none of his calls. It's that I'm busy all the time. But I never duck none of my brother's calls. But I'm just saying, guys, be there for your loved ones, the people that you got, the people that's alive right now. You know, be there for them. Don't get so into your life that you don't got time for nobody. You know what I mean? Because I can give you guys all my time on social media. How come I can't do that for my own young brother? You see what I mean? So I had to check myself and give him that time. Literally, that whole time was content in and of itself. But that was private brother time, chopping it up about real life issues. And it made me feel good inside because as much as he needed the call, I needed the call too. As much as he needed the call, I needed the call. Ain't that something? He's thanking me for picking up the phone talking to him. But I'm telling him, dog, I needed your call too. You calling to tell me about what you going through gave me an opportunity to give you advice and at the same time let me know I'm not the only one going through something. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you feel like you're the only one. That's why we all need each other. You know, so I'm gonna end it like that, gang. And here, hey, if your moms is still alive or your pops is still alive, hey, listen, fam. Call up your moms, dog. To all you dudes, all you ladies, listen. Call up your mom, bro. Call up your mom, sister. Call your mom. Call your dad. Call them up. Tell them you love them. Tell them, visit. Don't waste no time, fam, before they close their eyes, man. Call your mom, go spend some time. Bring her some flowers, dog. My mom dead, bro. Dead. She died of cancer. You know, early 60s she died, dog. Call up your moms, visit, bring some flowers, tell her you love her, take your mom out somewhere, uh, nice restaurant. Hey, doing this for you, ma. Love you. Do that for your mom. Go chill with your pops. You know what I'm saying? Get some drinks. Go watch the game. Chill. Be like, hey, yo, pop. Listen, you sacrificed everything for us. I know you had a rough life, or maybe your dad wasn't even there. Hey, it is what it is. Try to mend those relationships. You know what I mean? Try to do something to open up those doors before this life ends. You know, again, we get distracted by a bunch of bullshit in life, but I'm speaking real shit right now, man. Stuff that you just don't hear on social media. Nobody cares about this stuff. And this is what is my passion, you know? If you got your moms in your life, hit your mom up, show her that love, man. Cause when she gone, I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be going through it, man. You are gonna be going through it, bro. You're gonna really feel it. Especially if you had like unresolved issues with your parents or unresolved issues with your dad or whatever the case is, you're gonna be going through it. You're going to be beating yourself up because you never apologized for your wrongs. Sometimes if you was a bad son, you need to go to your mom and repent, be like, look, ma, I know I was a piece of shit. I know I effed up and I made your life a living hell. Please forgive me for all the things that I did. I got much love for you and respect. I know I shamed the family. You got to sometimes go to your pops and tell them the same thing. Clean up that mess for yourself and for your spirit, man. Just do what's right, man. This life is too short. Too many people are dying. Everybody dying in my family, bro. This stuff is crazy, bro. I don't even have a family, dog. Like everybody dead. So at the end of the day, I hope this little segment here, man, really touched somebody's heart, bro. Like for real, man. Don't just look at this as some sort of like entertainment. This is real, man. You know, it's time to have some entertainment, some comedy. There's a time to be real, man. Have a reflection moment where you look at life and you realize like today you can have something, tomorrow it's gone, dog. Today you can have good health, tomorrow you have bad health. Or you can have bad health today and tomorrow you have good health. You can have wealth and riches today and it's gone tomorrow. Back to square one. You just got to be grateful for where you are and enjoy the time while you have it, you know? So I'm gonna get up on out of here, gang. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Those of you that rock with the platform and support, appreciate you supporting the show. If you want to support the show and you like my commentary and my truth and things that I share, you can support via Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw. That's $ Ringo TV Raw. And I appreciate all of those that support. If you're new to the platform and you like my commentary, consider subscribing. If you think my commentary sucks, you don't like my videos, then leave a comment and let me know that you don't like my videos and how I can improve my videos. Yeah, so make sure you thumb the video up too, hype the videos, share them around, and it is what it is, man. I'm gonna it's a lot I gotta do, man. So y'all take care, man. Peace and blessings, man. Shout out to everybody. Peace and blessings to the mods. Caramel, Kimmy, Kim, V Dub Man. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Everybody that support the show. Diamond. Who else we got here? We have we got Forever Studios in the building. Salute, bro. So y'all take care. Peace and blessings. Shout out to everybody. We out.